Oh, nice to have your company on a Saturday afternoon as we get ready for West Coast and Sydney at Metricon Stadium on the Gold Coast. But prior to that, we got some beautiful stuff coming your way. We got John Worsfold, very, very nice football played by the Bombers last night, beating Collingwood. Trav Holt to explain what the hell's going on with the fixture because none of us know. Dean Cox, of course, part of the Sydney coaching staff ahead of West Coast tonight. The quiz,
yes,
or this afternoon, I should say. The quiz is back.
It's back.
None of us know how.
Well, I know why. It's popular.
And all of the rest of the nice entertainment that you enjoy on a Saturday afternoon. Everyone's assembled. Duck, nice to see you.
Yeah, very nice. Good to be here. Good game of footy last night. I enjoyed it.
I need to understand from you, very intelligent men, how it is that Collingwood start like the proverbial German band and then spend an hour not scoring. But I'm going to get to that in a moment. Hello to you, Brian.
That's a bit of a theme with the Pies.
It is.
They don't score a lot very often.
And Stevenson's one of the guys that gets off to a flyer.
Yeah.
And
then they hit the brick wall.
They are one of the teams that move the ball pretty slowly, the Pies, and I just wonder whether that, you look at the teams that are winning at the moment, moving the ball quick.
Too many handballs.
Hello to you, Fat.
G'day, Jimmy boy. Great to see you. I haven't seen you for a week.
No, we've been on holiday, of course. And Damo, of course, nice to see you. And
Hello, Jim.
as we're discussing, Fat, I think the kangaroo court needs to come in.
You got to go with it right off the
Well,
top.
I think we need to.
An intervention style.
Well, I was watching the magnificent coverage last night of the game, and I loved it, of course, the team doing a beautiful job. And then in an ad break, up came Fat.
PB.
And the two things I don't understand about it is, firstly, best as I can work out, auto cue's been around in television for the best part of 40 years.
Maybe longer.
What's an auto cue?
And it's not that hard. You just look at a screen with the words coming up and you read it. But if you've done a bit of television, you can do that pretty naturally. You don't have to look like Marty Feldman with your eyes popping out like a goldfish, as stiff as a board.
Bill.
Fat.
Who's that?
You're damaging all of our brand with your delivery.
My new nickname is PB. Points bet.
No.
You just call me PB.
Bill, you look like you got a paddle pop stuck up your ass. Like you can sit comfortably and you can look naturally and you can read the words properly.
You wouldn't believe how many times I read that script. There's a couple of mistakes there, and if it's not 45 seconds, not 60, not 30, do it again, Bill. And then the camera blows up all the lights. Fair income, it's hard work.
Bill, my first awareness of you doing this,
here we go.
Bill,
This will be good.
My first awareness
to
of
see
this
you reading an auto cue.
was you in the full-page ads in the paper,
Yes.
where your head is disproportionately small to your big body.
Yes.
I thought it was the way the photo was cropped in the paper.
Yeah.
On TV, your head's disproportionately small too.
Have you seen your head?
And your arms. What's happened to your arms?
I'm a dinosaur. There's a big dinosaur pays out. What is it? The Rex, whatever it is. But I did ask. I went to the graphics people at PointsBet and I said, what is going on? Because I don't look right. They
No,
said,
you don't.
Yeah, and they said,
don't
we had to just move you a little bit. they admitted to it.
But Bill, that doesn't excuse or reason why you look the same on TV.
What do you mean I look the same?
You look the same weird person on TV as well.
Well, you're right, because I was watching last night and I've got this little head and I've got a fat body
And little arms.
and little...
Even,
But I think that's me.
even my beautiful partner, who's a big fan of yours,
She likes me.
she looked at the screen last night and said, "What the hell's wrong with Bill?" But so you can't do much about how stupid you look.
What's that show they have on TV where you change the body parts?
Embarrassing bodies.
Embarrassing bodies. You should go on that.
In fact, the delivery is so wooden. You can naturally sort of...
See the hands move?
Give us an example, JB. Just give us an example of a read that he would just read that ad in front of you there.
He'll go, Hard Yakka believes in the Australian legend. But it's not just the delivery. It's the eyes are popping out like this and the head doesn't move. Toughness is in their DNA. No
speak like
shortcuts.
that.
I'm like fat.
Toughness.
No, Jim, you didn't see me.
the
Lead at
chocolate-
half time. Guess what? You win. Simple as that. I've got inflections in there. If you actually have a listen, there's inflections, there's up and down, sideways. And anyway, you can all get stuff because I am back and the quiz is back. Hit it.
In the sporting world, there have been some incredible comebacks. Jordan,
Chicago Bulls have won their second three-peat.
Woods
puts it in. Tiger is back.
Foreman,
Down goes Moore on a right hand. And once again, heavyweight champion of the world.
but nothing compares to this.
The punters love it, Jim.
The comeback of all comebacks.
I want the quiz, mate. We want the quiz back. Billy, we love your quiz. I want the quiz back.
The return
Bring back the quiz.
of the Saturday Rub quiz.
What do they want, Bill?
What do we want? The quiz.
When do they want it?
Now. How good. How good. The quiz is back. Now, I want to say off the top here, boys, well done to the people out there.
Oh, yeah.
The people.
The shift workers, the tradies, the boiler makers, the Grahams, the Barrys, the Rosses, the Sean,
The construction
the
workers.
construction workers, because they've brought it back. They are the good guys.
Anyone
and
out,
it is a...
anyone
Shut
out,
up, Brian!
Anyone out there that's half smart, Bill?
No. And it's a win for the good guys. It's a win for the normal people.
It's a win for you too, Bill.
Because they are givers, my friends. You are a taker. You are a big taker, Duck. You're a taker, you're
Never
a
am.
taker, and you're a taker. And they're givers, and they've given, and guess what? The people's quiz is back.
Have you gone and sourced a prize, or have you lent on Aaron from TaylorMade again?
Or we're going with Brent Grimbley sales and
we
a
got
few
a pro-
Dynabolt.
What do we got?
What have you
We
organised?
have a special
No,
prize
no,
pack.
we've got a special prize.
A special
I
prize.
don't want to say till the
Don't
quiz
you?
comes. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
right.
a special prize.
Right.
He
You
hasn't
might
got
get
a
a nice
prize.
little bag from Triple M.
There is no
a
prize.
CD.
A bag.
A CD.
You get a CD. Best of
A tape. A cassette tape.
a ruler.
Some cards, deck of
A
cards.
deck of cards and a big M. There you go.
Can you confine it to one segment, Bill, when we come back? Because we've got a short preview today.
Damo, you know, I am the quiz master. Tony Barber are. But it's up to the people who ring how that goes. But well done to them. I love them, and they're all part of it,
Just
and it's
hope-
all for them.
Just be prepared, Bill.
What?
That's all.
Well, I am prepared. I got my form guide, I got the super ladder, and I'm waiting on
Bill,
the quiz.
you're a bit like Collingwood with the quiz.
What's that?
You get off to an okay start, but then you get into the middle and you forget who's on the line, you forget what question you're asking, you forget if it's a lifeline or not.
You know why?
And you let Duck cheat.
No, yeah, you cheat. But then Brian jumps in because he knows it's popular and people are listening.
Oh.
And then he's got to jump. Oh yeah. What kind of wood you got? What kind of?
Well, you ask mundane questions.
Oh yeah. What are you chopping down? Like you just jump in because it's popular, Brian. You're unbelievable. Just jump on the bandwagon.
Bill.
And Damo, you sit there like a stupid nerd. Actually. You're always sitting there like a stupid nerd. Fair. Oh, Duck sits there with his white socks on, his stupid boots.
It's a good result, Bill. I'm with you. I was behind you on this.
Hey, well done to that, whoever made that ad up too. Well done, Luke, or DC. Well done.
DC, of course, down in the booth.
yeah.
Does a magnificent. What have you been up to anyway, Fat? I haven't seen you for a week.
You know what
you
I've
haven't
been
stopped
doing?
eating.
Eating palmies and drinking piss. I'm sick of it. I've got to get off it. Oh, you shouldn't own a pub because it's easy to just go in there when you're on holidays, Jim.
Bill, you shouldn't live so close to your own pub.
With only 20 in there at once, Bill, wouldn't you come out and let the clients go in? for a
No,
few?
why would I do that? So I could go to Noosa or somewhere, Jim,
You
and
could.
go on holidays
Well,
and
you
get some
probably
sun.
couldn't at the moment.
Well, I could drive up there. But guess what? Guess where I'd end up? At the pub having a bet and a palmy and a beer. So why wouldn't I do it at my joint where it's free?
I actually went there for a wedding last year, that same spot.
Your own wedding.
And I went
close.
into the surf club, and I'm just not. As I said, the front bar last week, I said to you, Brown, is my natural environment. I'm very comfortable. People get around me, and so it's all very. But the surf club's not my go as a rule. But I walked into the surf club. Bill had to register down the bottom and give my bloody wallet over and my phone
weird, aren't
and
they?
weird with that. I'd hand all that shit over. Anyway, Bill,
Moggy's the man there.
I then walk in, and I reckon close to 20 people. Where's your fat mate? Where's your mate Fat? Where's the bald fat
Which
bloke you
one,
normally-
Brian?
No, because he's not bald.
Oh.
So, Bill,
He's great.
you obviously put a significant body of work in at that
Well,
place.
I've got a good friend from Cobram, actually a good friend of Steve Hocking's, Moggy. He runs it.
Right.
So we're just mates and we catch up, go and see him about 1 and leave it about 1. Talk to the fat.
It's actually a very nice spot.
Oh, it's great. I've never been the other side where the beach is. Is that
No,
nice there? I've been this side where the
It's on the beach, Bill.
Yeah, but only the tote and that's on the other side. They reckon it's a good view. It's nice out there in the veranda.
It is a very, very nice view.
Anyway, when are we on? Oh, we're started. I've got some questions here.
All right, go on.
Brian, and to you, Brian, and to Duck.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hello, questions.
Well, would you be disappointed if one of your teammates didn't go on the hub? Be truthful.
No,
Into the hub.
depends on the
Into the hub.
depends on the reason, Bill.
Would I be disappointed? Yes, if they didn't have a medical or family reason. Yes, I would be disappointed.
All right. What happens if they said, I want to stay at home with my wife and kids?
For just
Just to be, yeah.
I would say you probably need to suck it up a little bit, and for the benefit.
Yeah, no, this is
for the
good.
benefit of everyone in your team. So from the highest paid to the lowest paid, for the benefit of everyone in the footy industry, which includes us, of course. People say, it is a billion-dollar industry that's
Passionate
hanging
plea.
on,
Yep.
and that's why I would say you need to go. It's going to be tough for you, but you need to go.
I think you've got to, in this situation, because you're talking about the whole footy community. So you look at that as a family. So you're not, of course, you look after your family, Bill, but if it's not for medical reasons, then you've got to think about other families. Not everyone. There are certain people in situations, Bill, where they're financially stable and all different types of things. And those players could quite possibly say, well,
Don't need it.
I don't need it. I can stay.
Yeah.
But there's so many others that can't, Bill, and they have to be playing and clearly.
And Bill, I'd be good with a couple from each club, possibly, but I wouldn't be good with lots from each club.
I'll tell you who was strong about that. Dermy was very strong.
He was.
He basically said if they didn't go, he wouldn't want to play with them ever again.
Really?
He was very strong.
Yeah.
In his
Damien, what would you do? What would you be disappointed?
I'd be going, Bill, for what it's worth. But again, it's each case has to be treated individually. And as we speak, there's a situation developing with Richmond's Brayshaw, whose partner has given birth in the past 24 hours. And no decision has been made yet on whether he goes to the hub or not. But I would think surely amongst this conversation here, BT, that situation would be one whereby he may choose not to go.
There's no reason why he can't come later. No,
there is. There is a reason because the requirements of going to the hub, they need to start this 14-day quarantine period. And the moment someone comes in on them...
But he can miss a game.
No.
But then he starts
He can't hub.
quarantine
He
once
can't hub.
arrives.
He's a week behind.
But the way they're viewing it, guys, and this is coming from the AFL itself, if a player is to come in fresh into the hub, the whole 14 days resets for every single person in that hub. So this is why it is a big issue.
Why can't he come in, not to the hub, but go into the state, isolate for 14 days, and then go into the hub?
I suppose he possibly could do that.
But what about being paid? You don't go, you don't get paid?
I couldn't see how it wouldn't work that way, Duck. I mean, you're not providing the service to which you're contracted to do, so therefore...
Which gets back to my point. If you don't go and you don't get paid, Bill, you can't look after your family anyway.
Look, you know what? There'll be a whole host of very acceptable reasons as to why players can't go, and we all get that, and we support that. But if you haven't got a really good reason, I just don't think there's any excuse not to go.
I got another question. There's a lot happening down at Geelong today, by the way. I know we've got a very good game here, West Coast Sydney, and it'll be on Triple M straight after us. But if you're in the schoolyard, boys, Joel Selwood or Gary Ablett, who do you pick?
Ablett.
You go Ablett.
Yeah, well, see, Ablett's clearly the more decorated, probably better individual player.
Just shorten
in
it
some
up a bit,
aspect.
Duck, yeah.
But if I'm looking for, I'd Selwood.
Selwood for his leadership.
For
Brian?
me, you need to ask me, Bill, whether it would depend on leadership or pure...
No, we're in the schoolyard, Brian, and you've got one who's a very good leader and a superstar there.
I'm going Selwood.
You're going Selwood. So 2 Selwoods, 1 Ablett?
Wow, I'm going Ablett.
2-2.
I'll tell you
What are you doing, Fat?
I'll go Selwood.
You'd go Selwood as well. There you go. Isn't that interesting? What I will say is, for the first time in the history of our game, and we call them legends, Ablett Senior and Ablett Junior will be legends at some point in the Australian Football Hall of Fame. And they'll be the first father-son ever to do it, obviously.
It's a shame there's no crowd down there. Imagine that down at Geelong tonight when you got 350th, you got 300th, carried off the photo with them. It's just a shame there's no crowd.
It's a tough question to ask, by the way, because you're taking both all day long.
No, we know that. We love them both.
Genuine superstars.
And both superstars.
Fat, get back to your first question. And we all know magnificently.
Questions, Bill.
I played a game where you went on the road for 2 to 3 weeks all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Cricket,
never batted an eyelid. And didn't matter whether you just had a baby, whether your baby was about to be born, whether you're planning to get married.
Yeah.
You couldn't get on the plane quick enough.
Well, you got married, and next day you were playing
I
cricket.
did, and got out first ball.
Yeah.
And what about,
Bill, you just...
That might have been telling you something, Jim.
Bill,
It should have been.
They don't have any trouble going on the old
Footy trip.
end of season.
Footy trip.
Well, I didn't say that, Bill, but
I said it.
Yeah. Justin Langer said the same. He said, I've spoken to the AFL coaches and I've said, toughen up, boy.
No, he did. I know for a fact he did a link during the lockdown with all the Freo players.
Yeah.
One of those Zoom links.
Yep.
And because my nephew was involved in it, and he said that he leant into the screen and gave him both barrels. He said,
did.
listen, you blokes, get rid of this precious crap.
Yeah.
Get your bloody bags packed, go wherever you need to go. The competition's bigger than you. Don't worry about your bloody family, your kids. They'll be fine. Trevor,
right.
Tim Payne's kids are fine.
Yep.
Get there and bloody play footy. It was apparently very good.
No.
And it was actually more difficult, BT, at the end of every year, getting players back from footy trips.
Yes.
That's
right.
To their families, let alone
no problems with the old
away.
extension of the footy trip.
You see, Mark Murphy got reported. I know it's thrown out.
It's been thrown out.
See who he struck? Jake Carlisle. Bit of history there between those two.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What's the history?
What's the history?
Well, it goes way back.
To where?
Well, remember the big blue at the Marvel?
Over?
They exchanged words.
Words.
All right, words.
Wordies.
All right.
Boy.
John Worsfold's going to join us next. How good were they? Extraordinary, the Bombers. Looking forward to chatting to him.
Essendon.
McDonald's, Try Macca's new cheesy range. Your favourites only cheesier. And for Hard Yakka, this is the Triple M Saturday Rub.